I'd like to ask my first question to both Justice Carpio and former COMELEC Chairman Monsod. For example, 5 magpipinsan, tumakbo po. Sino po yung papayagan ng Commission on Elections?
In the case of multiple relatives within the fourth degree running, we can have a rule where the first to file will be recognized.
Maski po yung magkakamag-anak, for example, sa barangay, naglalaban-laban po yan. At kung i-determine yung paunahan, baka po magkagulo yan, baka lalo pong pagmulan ng kaguluhan at pag-aaway-away at pagpapatay-patayan. Pero sa pinsan ko po, hindi ko nakasagot yon. Hindi ko na kaya yan. Hindi ko na kaya silang sabihin sa kanilang magsakripisyo kayo. Pero yung immediate family ko, kaya ko pong responsibilidad ko sila na magsakripisyo sila para sa aking mga advokasya. Pero po yung malalayo ko ng kamag-anak, hindi ko po kaya yun.
No, but sir, you can put in the law if there are 2 or 3 or 4, roll of the dice, right?
Yung pong pinakamagaling ang natalo at yung pinakabobo at gago yung nanalo, paano po yun?
Before we call the first interpellator, I would like to ask question to our guest. I'd like to acknowledge Congressman Mark Anthony Santos from the Lone District of the city of Las Piñas. Maraming salamat, sir, for joining us. We now recognize our Deputy Minority Leader, Congressman Edgar Irice.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning. I'd like to ask my first question to both Justice Carpio and former COMELEC Chairman Monsod. My question is about the fourth degree of consanguinity.
Sir, can you speak closer to the microphone pa? Alam ko malakas ang boses niyo pero mas maganda marinig namin pa.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ang una ko pong katanungan ay patungkol kila Justice Carpio at kay COMELEC Chairman, dating COMELEC Chairman Monsod. Ito po yung tungkol sa question of yung applicability of the fourth degree in consanguinity and affinity. By the way, gusto ko lang po malaman nyo, I've been fighting political dynasties for the last 40 years. I fought for political dynasties in my city. 5 ulit na po akong naging congressman. Ito po lagi kong pangunahing panukala. At nakapasa lang po ito during the 12th Congress, during the time of President Aquino. At ito po ay produkto ng isang principled compromise. Ang aking panukala po ay 2 kada pamilya, isang lokal, isang national, at second degree of consanguinity. Sapagkat napag-alaman ko na kung i-implement natin yung fourth degree of consanguinity and affinity, ay napaka-imposible po yung implementation. Baka po yung COMELEC ay maging family court sa paghahanap ng relationship, yung mga pipinsan, at baka maging arbitrary sapagkat kung 5 pong magpipinsan yung tatakbo, paano natin na-identify kung sino yung maaring mag-qualify. Kaya gusto ko pong tanungin muli sa inyo, especially Chairman Monsod, how would you implement a anti-political dynasty law with a provision of fourth degree in consanguinity and affinity? Salamat po.
The question is directed po, Boss Egay, to... Okay. Yes, Justice Carpio po first.
Actually, the fourth degree prohibition is not new. It's there in the Constitution. The President cannot appoint relatives within the fourth civil degree of consanguinity or affinity. It's also in the Code of Conduct for Government Employees. You cannot divest to relatives within the fourth civil degree. In terms of conflict of interest, you cannot divest. It's also in the Local Government Code. A local government official cannot appoint relatives within the fourth civil degree. So Congress has done it several times. It's part of our legal system already. And when you sign your SALN, there is a portion there where you have to state your relatives within the fourth civil degree of consanguinity. So, if you run and you violate this, we can put in the law, you are automatically disqualified. And that's how to implement it. We have it already in the law. It's in the Code of Conduct. It's in the Local Government Code. It's in the Constitution. It's nothing new. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, it's very easy to implement it in appointments because the appointing authority can really investigate who are relatives in fourth degree of consanguinity and affinity. But in the filing of candidacy, in the filing of certificate of candidacy, medyo medyo komplikado. Baka po yung mapuno ng kaso yung for example, 5 magpipinsan tumakbo po. Sino po yung papayagan ng Commission on Elections?
Well, in the case of multiple relatives within the fourth degree running, we can have a rule where the first to file will be recognized. There has to be a rule on that. And it's easier to investigate, to discover relatives within the fourth degree if you run for public office because everybody will know. So many people will report to the COMELEC. And if you put a very strict penalty, you are not only disqualified for that election, but also for, let's say, for the next 3 elections, then everybody will be afraid and they will follow. And it's very easy. In the barangay, in the district, in the city, they know each other. Alam nila kung sino yung relative eh. Within the fourth civil degree of consanguinity or affinity. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, alam niyo po, baka maging genealogical tribunal yung COMELEC pagka ganyan, sapagkat alam niyo po, in reality, I've been running for the last 13 elections. I've lost, I've won, at alam po yung situation sa ground. Maski po yung magkakamag-anak, for example, sa barangay, naglalaban-laban po yan. At kung i-determine yung paunahan, baka po magkagulayan, baka lalo pong pagmulan ng kaguluhan at pag-aaway-away at pagpapatay-patayan, lalo na sa init ng politika dito sa ating bansa. Anyway, salamat po. Meron pa po akong pangalawang katanungan. I just would like to manifest that the real purpose of the Constitution is really to prevent the concentration of power and not to penalize distant relatives. Ako po, may mga kamag-anak ko sa Ilocos Norte. Hindi ko nga alam kung sino na yung mga kamag-anak ko doon. Hindi ko rin alam kung empleyado sila ng gobyerno. So, sa SALN ko po, hindi ko alam kung meron akong na-omit na mga relatives ko because I really don't know. So, yan yung isang problema dyan sa fourth degree of consanguinity. But, alam niyo po, I will go to another topic. For 39 years, yes, sir.
Yes, Chairman Monsod. Yes po.
Well, I think the way to go about this is to really have a campaign, even among the families, yes, who are involved here, and say we have to improve the system. And whenever you do something to improve the system, participative democracy, always, we do this, there are always sacrifices to be made by many people. And so you ask the question, what sacrifices are you willing to give up for love of country or caring for the poor who have no access to positions in government? Because sacrifice, they say, is the currency of love. So how much do you love the country, what you're doing? Number 2, make it very painful in penalty to lie. In other words, not to put that you are that you have cousins and so on in here. Make it a heavy penalty, right? Perpetual disqualification, for example, to do that. And I suggest as well that that we have the COMELEC should be very much involved in this, but please don't put the burden on the COMELEC. Put the burden on the candidate. He must know what his cousin or uncle is doing, because it's too big a job for the COMELEC to examine all of the candidates, and all the candidates not only in one area but in the country. They cannot do that. So with a heavy penalty and the burden on the candidate to say whether he has a relative or not, I think we'll solve the problem by appealing to their love of country and care for the poor.
Yes, Congressman Rice.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Alam niyo po, dahil sa advocacy ko, I'm the first politician in my family. And I will be the last. Pero I can only answer for my immediate family. Sa asawa ko, sa anak ko, sa mga asawa ng anak ko, sa lolo ko, sa mga apo ko. Pero sa pinsan ko po, hindi ko nakasagot yon. Hindi ko na kaya yan. Hindi ko na kaya silang sabihin sa kanilang magsakripisyo kayo. Pero yung immediate family ko, kaya ko pong responsibilidad ko sila na magsakripisyo sila para sa aking mga advokasya. Pero po yung malalayo ko ng kamag-anak, hindi ko po kaya yun.
No, but sir, you can put in the law if there are 2 or 3 or 4, roll of the dice, right?
Kung yung pong pinakamagaling ang natalo at yung pinakabobo at gago yung nanalo, paano po yun?
There are witnesses.
Well, I'm sure you will not be the last from your family to serve the country kasi inspiration ka sa kanila. So, wag mo sana silang hindi payagan na gustong magano. So,
Last question, Mr.
Yes,
Chairman,
po.
last question. And this is very important. You know, for the last 39 years, Congress has been ignoring this provision, Article 2, Section 26 of the Constitution. And I still don't believe that the President is sincere in prioritizing this bill. Katulad din po ng independent commission na pinangako niya i-prioritize ngayon po na ano na po wala na, hindi na pinag-uusapan. I think the President is just trying to appease the people because of the flood control mess. Ang tanong ko po, don't you think that if we continuously ignore this provision of the Constitution, Congress can be a subject for a petition in the Supreme Court for grave abuse of discretion or at least dereliction of duty? This is my question to Justice Carpio. Thank you.
Well, before I request Justice Carpio to respond, I think that we respect the opinion of Congressman Irice, but I guess our position is that the President is so serious about enacting this law because he included this in the LEDAC priorities.
Yes, it
Thank
remains
you.
to be seen.
Yeah, but that is already on paper, and that's a public policy. Justice Carpio, thank you po.
Well, if Congress will not, it's I think 38 years already that this anti-political dynasty law has not been passed by Congress. The people can turn to the People's Initiative Law, and the Isang Bayan and other civil society organizations are planning simultaneous, parallel with this initiative of the House to adopt a People's Initiative Law. We will also file our own People's Initiative proposal on the political dynasty law. And that is what I've discussed earlier about this, the essential elements of an anti-political dynasty law will be the proposal of our group in a people's initiative. Regardless of what happens here, we will mount a people's initiative to adopt the kind of anti-political dynasty law that we believe should be enacted. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Justice
Salamat po.
Carpio.
Salamat po.
Maraming salamat, Congressman Irice. Before we before we recognize the next member who would like to ask questions, I'd like to first acknowledge the arrival of our senior deputy speaker from the 2nd District of South Cotabato, Congressman Ferdinand Hernandez. Thank you, sir, for coming. Of course, isa sa mga iniidolo ko na nirerespeto ko na congressman from the Lone District of the City of Pasig, Congressman Roman Romulo. Thank you, sir, for coming. And from the party list Akbayan, Representative Dada Kiram Ismula. Maraming salamat po, ma'am.